In the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, what is the two-state solution? And what is the official position of the U.S. on that? Lately, that hasn't been so clear.
So I'm looking at two-state and one state, and I like the one that both parties like. I'm very happy with the one that both parties like. I can live with
The two-state solution is just like it sounds. Israel and Palestine existing as two separate nation-states. Put simply, this would require Israel to pull out of the West Bank, which it currently occupies. The Palestinian and Israeli governments would accept each other's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and political independence. At least, that's what the United Nations Security Council called for in 1967, and again in 1973. But, like most issues in the Middle East these days, things got complicated. Despite international condemnation, Israel has continued pushing for Jewish settlements in the West Bank. Rocket attacks against Israeli territory continue. Far-right Jewish settlers continue to harass Palestinians. Terror attacks in Israel's cities continue. The Gaza Strip is still under a punishing blockade, and factions on both won't recognize the other's right to exist. All of this has delayed a peace process that was supposed to be negotiated 5 years after the Oslo Accords were signed. Those were signed 24 years ago. There is another solution, though. The one-state solution. Israel would annex all or most of the West Bank, and those living there would either be given full Israeli citizenship, limited Israeli citizenship, or be forced out. The one-state track isn't as popular of a solution globally or for previous U.S. administrations.
But here is a fundamental reality. If the choice is one state, Israel can either be Jewish or democratic. It cannot be both, and it won't ever really be at peace.
That's an important point. Israel can still claim to be a Jewish state with a two-state solution. But in a one-state solution, the reality of absorbing millions of Palestinians, most of whom are Muslim, would create questions about what kind of country Israel is. Palestinians, on the other hand, would lose their chance at a Palestinian state. And, depending on how Israel absorbed them into the country, they would either become full Israeli citizens on track to outnumbering Jewish Israelis, become stateless, or become second-class citizens in the only land they've ever known.